Hey, what's going on, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint.
No, the manimal.
This is another episode of Gem and Friends. We got our boy, Very Gary Comics, in the building. What's going on, Gary?
What's up, man?
What's up,
Thanks for
man?
having me
Thanks for
back
having me
on.
back on.
Sure thing, man. Well, you got me with the clickbait. He said, Gem, I got these. Oh, is that working?
No.
Oh, here it goes. Yeah. I got this Silver Age Spider Man collection. I want to show it on the show. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. So let's give it a second, Gary. We got a bunch of people filing in. We got people in the chat, right? Who we got up in here? We got Barbara Lopez with the first, OZ Rally, Atlas Wolf predicted correctly that Gary was going to be rocking this blue do-rag.
We got Bearded Adventures, our boy Jeff Luch.
Big Tack. I like how you skipped him.
Tack's a moderator.
He's supposed to be here.
Yeah, he wasn't here last time, though, remember?
I do remember. Nobody was here.
Yeah.
Model Vizzo, Calistini, got Comic Tony, Mr. Rand,
Alec Manny.
Peter Benjamin Parker, Infamous Collector, Big Mac Maine. All right, anyway, so Gary, what's going on, man?
Nothing. A
Big
big collection.
And
And
actually,
actually,
the
last time
we
we talked,
or I should
say, on the show,
there were
three big collections, one like a 10-minute span,
but I didn't
but I didn't want to bother with those.
But this
But this one was worth
getting you
getting you involved.
Yeah, let us know if you can hear Gary, because to me, it sounds like he's going in and out a lot, right?
Yeah.
What's up with the in and out?
I think it has to do with him hearing himself, and he's echoing a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, someone said mad echoes.
Tack says your mic is on echo. Is that a setting?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't hear it echoing. Are you watching this back on YouTube, or do you only have Hangouts up?
Me?
I have Hangouts.
That's it?
Yep.
Shit, you might have to unplug that Yeti and just rock the default mic on him, right?
Yeah.
I can do that.
That sounds better. All right.
So, we still got some peeps in here. Mr. Mulligan creeped in on the sly. Said, good to see us on a midweek. Chris M. Hey, while Gary's getting this going, how about that Avengers 4 coming out tomorrow?
It's supposed to go down. So, Manuel's got the day off.
Shit. You know, I mean, I had to put a call into Marvel. Find out what it is. I already had days off like 3 times this week in prep for this shit.
So supposedly the Avengers 4 trailer is going to drop tomorrow. Supposedly we're going to get the title of the movie. We are available to do a reaction video. We're going to do that shit bright and early and drop it ASAP. I think we're going to drop it and
Someone just said it's just out. Check out the Avengers 4 trailer just out.
Bruh, if that's the case.
No. These goddamn international sons of bitches get it early.
Is it really out or is this guy trolling?
I don't know. Troll away.
No, because I see he was coming out tomorrow.
Bearded Adventure said we should do a live reaction video.
But the thing is, I don't like the quality of live reaction videos. And plus, I don't have the right fucking... yeah, go ahead and mute that video, Gary. I don't have the right setup to do that.
Yeah.
We're going to do it how we do it. Anyway, cool. So, Gary, you all good over there, brother?
Well, while he's squaring that away, what do you not want the title to be?
I don't want the title to be... I don't know. I'm kind of cool with Avengers Assemble, but that's kind of weak.
It doesn't put the hype up for they were like, if we tell you this title, it'll give everything away.
None of it does. The only title that gives anything away is Annihilation.
Which I don't want it to be.
And-
I say this and I don't mean this. It makes me not want to see the movie, but of course I'll see it.
So Manimal's whole thing is that he wants an Annihilation movie, but like a real Annihilation movie with Star-Lord and Nova and
Annihilus
and all that. You don't want...
Don't waste the fucking title on some garbage. Or not garbage, but I'm not the real
So
shit.
then Endgame is the one that kind of makes sense because they said that the name of the movie was said in the movie, but that's not a spoiler either.
Yeah, that's not a spoiler. So Model asked, did you convince me to see Spider-Verse tomorrow? Well, I see Spider-Verse
You
is
asked
until
me.
next week. And then, yeah, I saw a trailer last night. And I was like, God damn, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit him up. I was like, do you want to see it? And he said, yeah. So we'll do it.
So what up, Gary? You good over there? What's going on?
I
think so.
Nope.
No,
I don't know.
what's going on.
So let's figure this out real quick. So you got your laptop on, right? You don't have the Blue Yeti plugged in anymore?
Nope.
So it's got to be some Google Hangout settings, right? So what do you got going on for the camera? You got your webcam, right?
Yeah.
And then built-in microphone for the mic?
I just put default.
Default, okay. And then what about speakers?
Default.
Damn. Do you have external speakers?
Basically the same.
I couldn't really hear you. Did you?
No.
No. You was about to just turn to a regular live. Damn, brother. I mean, what the fuck? Change your audio output to what, though, right?
Yeah, let's get some tech-savvy dudes on here to help Gary out.
Let's get IM. Is that what it's called?
It's a messenger?
No, IT.
All right.
Wobble said, I'm wearing all red. I look like a Pizza Hut delivery guy.
All right. Any better? Nope.
That's a little better. I
See,
didn't hear the echo.
I don't hear an echo at all.
But not an echo necessarily, but like a stutter.
I think the chat hears an echo.
Yeah.
Log off, then go back on. I don't really like doing that.
Try.
That's good. That sounded good.
Not on my end.
No, that didn't.
That's fucked. So why don't you Jem, mute the volume on your computer and try talking. Mute the volume on my computer.
No, I don't hear you. But I don't hear me. It's about to be my show.
Yo, it was us the whole time. All right, so Gary, talk now.
All right.
We can't really hear him.
Yeah, but we can't really hear you. Yeah, do we even have the splitter with our headphones and shit, man?
I'm about to plug the Yeti back in.
There's a splitter in there? Look, a little black thing. Yeah, it's in there somewhere. I'm gonna go get another headset. You guys want to hold this shit down real quick?
Yeah. Yo, so Gary, while he's doing that, why don't you tell us a little bit about the collection preamble here?
Okay. I hopefully they're not hearing all this, so you may want to mute that.
Go ahead. Say what?
Okay. Ooh, I can hear it coming through your speaker now. But basically, this collection started back in 2002. Husband and wife were cleaning up his grandfather's house. They walked up to the house. There was a whole bunch of garbage in the dumpster, and these books were sitting on top of a dumpster. They were in the guy's garage. I guess they were just kind of forgotten about, and once he passed away, everything was being thrown out, and these people saved this collection. So in 2002, that was done. In 2004, the woman went down to New York Comic Con. Oh yeah, this is bad.
You good? Hold on, he's coming back right now.
Maybe it is coming to New York.
We never had this problem before.
I don't know why.
You get the Spidey.
Good thing this isn't live.
Yeah, good thing.
That was embarrassing.
Wait, watch that light.
It is.
Yo, better, Gary?
It's fine from my end, but I still hear the echo on your side.
Okay.
All right, we're good.
I think we're all right.
Cool.
Good? We good in the chat?
Okay, start from the top.
Okay. No echo, we're all good. All right, so back from the beginning. This collection started back in 2002. Man and a woman, husband's grandfather passed away. All the books were in a garage. All right. Family was cleaning out the house. The husband and wife show up to the house, walk past the dumpster, see these books sitting on top of the dumpster. They went from the shed or the garage to the dumpster. They pick all the books up. Again, this is 2002. They pick all the books up, take it with them. 2 years later, 2004, they go to New York Comic Con just because there was no real reason. So while they're there, they meet a vendor. The vendor's interested in buying everything.
Can't hear you.
We're looking at you now.
You're good. Sorry.
All right. Vendor's interested. This dude up from Massachusetts. Long story short, they take a trip down. He tells them to go get some stuff graded. They coincidentally have a house down in Sarasota. They go down to Sarasota. This is 2004. They bring the books with them. They knock on CGC's door. CGC, I guess back in 2004, that was kind of not common to just kind of go knock on their door. So they're like, what are you doing here? They take them in. They help them out. They get 3 books graded. And then basically forget about everything until now. All the books sit in a closet. I get the phone call from my boy. The local comic shop calls me, sends me pictures of some of this stuff, and I'm like, what's the information? I'll call them right now. Set it up. They ended up going back to New York Comic Con this year, talked to a random vendor about all of this. It was the same vendor from 2002 from Massachusetts. So he was going to go up there and talk to that vendor. That didn't happen. So I kind of lucked out. I mean, granted, this was really expensive, but it's just pretty good books, you know? And it's just weird how it all came together, man.
So let me just see if I understand this, right? So these books belong to some 80-year-old guy. He passes away. Family takes the books. They don't know what the hell's going on.
They were going to dump them.
They were going to throw them out. They go to New York Comic Con. The vendor's like, hey, you got some good shit. You should probably get a couple of them graded. They go to CGC in person, which was unheard of at the time. They grade 3 books, right? They told them to grade, I guess, whatever they thought were the most valuable at the time.
Do you know what those were?
I don't want to spoil it. I do know.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. Well, he knows too.
Oh.
I know where they are, yeah.
So, you know, the whole point of this video is that there's still gold out there in the wild.
It's crazy.
There's still collections to be found. You know, even though some of his books are already CGC graded, I think me and probably other collectors assume, oh, if they got slabs, they already know what they got.
Yeah.
And some people do or whatever. But I think the point is, 2002 is still a long time ago, man.
Well, I think it also has to do a little bit, too, with you may know what you have, but you can't move it yourself. So some people are willing to take a hit just to get rid of some shit.
Get rid of the shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't even theirs to begin with.
Right.
And on the flip side, something in 2002 may have a completely different value in 2018.
Well, it's funny you say that. We're going to talk, well, when we go through everything, I actually looked up the GPA on one particular book back for 2004 when they got it graded.
Bro, every big book from 2002, I look at GPA. Shits were $200, $300. Books that are like 4,000 or 5,000 right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Iron Man 55 wasn't shit until the first Avengers movie. There's a lot of books like that. Doctor Strange, like those books only recently, like I want to say from 2012 on.
So Gary, how many books total did you get?
I would say maybe 200 to 250. There's not a lot.
And not to
That
ask,
sounds like a lot to me.
yeah, not to ask like price or anything, but how much did you spend? Like, did you spend like a good amount, a little bit more than you usually do? Did you get it for a good price or what?
All right.
No specifics, obviously.
I spent the most on this collection than I've spent on any collection ever.
Wow.
Pause. And I think it's tacky to throw out numbers, to be honest.
Yeah, no numbers.
But I know the numbers.
Yeah.
That was a no-brainer, that buy.
Yeah.
Even though it sounds like maybe it's the most you ever spend, it's a lock. It's a guarantee quadruple or more up. Like,
Yes. So not talking
maybe triple up.
not talking numbers, even though you did spend it a lot, like you said, more than you ever have, you're going to make more, right?
Yeah, and I mean, the big reason I had to spend as much as I did is because the woman did her research. She had an Overstreet price guide. She looked up every one of these books. She knew what she had. She was a little...
What a loser.
I love when they use Overstreet. That Overstreet guide that was printed 10 months ago might not reflect the fair market value.
She's like, I looked it up in Wizard.
It's a market. It does this, right? Well, usually it does this right now. But so she was off. She was low, which helped me, but it was still a lot of money. It was still a good price.
Cool. I would have dropped that in a second. I'm waiting on that call from Gary that's like, bro, I need you to throw in this amount and let's go half. Yeah. I'm ready. Trust me. If it's ever a number that you don't want to hold the burden yourself, we got you over here on this side. We got 3 guys here that's ready to go.
I mean, I don't know if I sent you the screenshot or pictures, I don't know if I sent you the pictures. Like you and I, well, we did the ASM collection. Remember?
Yeah.
We did the video. The next man, the stuff I picked up was 4 big collections in a row now. 4 monster collections. A lot of the stuff's at CGC. If any of the people in the chat, anyone in the chat is on Instagram, I've posted a lot of the stuff that I've sent to CGC, like the lists. And you know, we're talking about big bronze books. We're talking about some OK Silver books. But then we got this here that we're going to talk about.
Let's see what you got.
Been a nice run.
We teased him enough. So what was in the haul from the 80-year-old guy that his family almost threw him away?
All right, I'm going to start on the DC side. So one thing I did want to So one thing I did want to point out too in this collection is coincidentally, as much as there's silver in here and some older cool stuff, there's some stuff from the 80s. And one thing that I wanted to show you is this book.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad 1. You're talking about like 20 to 40 bucks. It's not a huge book, and this is not a great grade. Granted, this is a hard book to get in a high grade with the black. You know, it's not easy. But you see this, you know, oh, all right, cool, it's a nice book. Now wait till we start rolling through some of this.
Yeah, but Gary, that's the type of book that on your live auctions on Instagram, that gets sold right away. I'm sure.
It probably goes up more than that, probably.
Yeah.
And it's good to have that different variety of books. Yeah, everyone wants the big grails, but you got a lot of customers that like them $20 books, $10 books.
Yeah, because like, and this is something I always talk to people too. Like we always talk, and I watch your show, and there's a lot of stuff when Dennis is on too. In particular, you're talking about $500 to $750 plus books. Like that's not for everybody. So some of the people, like when I first got into this, and I won a raffle for like an ASM 122. It was like a $250 book. I was like, holy shit, $250 book! Like that's a big book for some people. Yeah, I was so excited. I went out to everything.
I think it was a big book for all of us when we first started. I remember buying books for $100 thinking it was crazy, and then it gets.
But that's how it is. Yeah, you start a little bit, and then it's like, yo, I spent $100 on that book. I'm cool going $150. And now I'm looking at a $6,000 book.
I remember
9G X-Men 1.
I remember one time when I was collecting slabs, right? And somebody wanted to trade a book, and it was like a $200 book, and they were like, they wanted to trade. And I'm looking around, like I had nothing that was like under a $500 book. I was like, bro, I don't got shit I could trade you. But yeah, you kind of, it's same with statues. I mean, you start with that nice little affordable one, then you're buying $5,000 grails.
Dude, just like cocaine, you know. Start with one sniff and then 5, bro. Your deviums, your
back to the book. So you got your little Suicide Squad was not their first appearance, but I guess it's their first modern run or something.
Yeah, I think it's somebody's like first time Harley's in the group, or not Harley, but it's, I don't know. It's like Amanda Waller's group, basically. It's the modern Suicide Squad. All right, let me see here. So again, we're gonna stay on the silver. I don't remember why I pulled this book out, so if there's any Superman guys out there, I forgot. I wrote some of these down because they're a little obscure, but so Superman 178, it is a minor key. I don't remember why. I wrote some of these other ones down.
What age is that going to be for that one? Is that gold or silver for 178?
This is silver.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so the only golden age stuff that came out of this was a lot of miscellaneous stuff that I need to go back and do some research on, like Classic Illustrated, some Archie stuff, Pep stuff. I'm not too good with that, so I didn't have any of that to show you.
Gotcha.
And then, let's see. Boy, what did I write here? All right,
so TiVo said it's the first super penis.
Oh, beautiful. That's a big one.
That's what she said.
No pun intended.
Super. Superboy 124. Again, cool Silver Age book. It's the first, I think, Insect Queen. You know, it was found on top of a dumpster, man.
Hey, people like that shit, man. Silver Age, Superboy, Superman.
Now, just so you guys know, he's got a lot of killers. This is just the first shit. It's about to get crazy.
I'm warming up. Again, the DC thing, we'll go through quick. This is Adventure Comics 299. First gold Kryptonite.
Okay.
All right. Showcase 32. This is the third full Aquaman.
Wow.
Yeah, those Aquaman ones are weird because it's like first Aquaman tryout issue for that Showcase 30, right?
Yeah. All right, now we'll start getting into some keys. Some real keys that people know about.
Yeah,
This
quit
is
fucking
Green
around.
Stop with enough with the Drek.
Yeah, Green Lantern 6. This
Was
is
that first Sinestro?
First Tomare.
Yeah,
yeah.
that fish
Hell
guy.
Yep.
That fish guy.
This I'm actually gonna keep this. I think for my Green
You gonna
Lantern.
keep that
stuff.
one?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you like the Green Lantern keys. You
Yeah.
usually collect those, right? What's Sinestro, like 9 or some shit?
7.
7.
Yeah, I have that as 6.5. But yeah, this is a good book. You see this on the stands too at shows with Tomare.
Yeah, so you do cons too. You know what a wall book,
Yeah.
if you see it on the wall, you know it's a good one.
Yep. So first Tomare. Now let's go into some Flash stuff. I forgot this one, but this is a minor key. I forgot what this
Flash
was.
gets fat.
First inflatable suit.
115. I forgot what this was, but this is a key. And then the next one, I do know what it was. So, Flash 135 is the first Kid Flash yellow costume.
Darkside Jedi said, "Don't show Jem DC books. He'll fall asleep."
Yeah, he's a
You're not
DC
wrong.
guy.
No, I
So
know.
this is first Kid Flash in the yellow. All right,
cool.
now I'm going to do a full little chunk of stuff. This is Justice League of America 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right in a row.
Cool.
Damn.
Right? Also, this is the last DC book. This also came with it. This is
Thank
the
God.
first graded book.
First graded one.
Right here. So he had Justice League 2 through 5. And again, keep in mind, man, this was found on top of a dumpster. So this was in there as well. This is, sorry for the glare, Justice League number 1
Damn.
Nice, man.
and a 1.5. I might keep this one too.
So what's the significance of one besides being the first ongoing? Because, right, Justice League forms in Brave and the Bold 28. I'm sure they're in Brave and the Bold for a few issues or so.
Yeah, I think there's 3 over there and 3 or 4, and then it switches over here. But this is the first Desparo.
I thought first...
of Starro.
No,
you said?
Starro's Brave and the Bold, isn't it?
No, Desparo. Despero.
Oh, Desparo.
I'm thinking Starro.
No, that's Brave.
Okay. So that's weird. I mean, how often do collections have CGC books in them when you find them, right? I would assume not too often.
No, if there's a CGC book in there, they know what they're talking about.
Right.
Unless, in this case,
They did.
I knew what she was talking about, but didn't. Yeah.
You got him.
Yeah, but again, this lady, and it's not like you go to Jipper. I mean, I saw someone in the comments mention that, hey, I got these books. I'm not trying to wheel and deal and eBay every single one of them.
Look, she didn't have to sell them. She was happy with the price.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a jerk off price. It was,
No,
hey,
it
you
was a
happy?
good
I'm
price.
happy.
Yeah, it was a good. I think it was a very good price.
Gary, I'm telling you, if you find a monster collection and you need some funds, holla at your boy. We go 50-50 on that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the good shit.
All right. You mean the Marvel?
106 in the chat. What's up, everybody? Make sure to hit the like for Very Gary. He's always requested to come on the show, and we finally let him back on.
All right. So I'm going to do a quick little chunk here, all right?
Yeah.
Tales to Astonish 6.
Oh, and what is that, a pre-Hulk? No,
This is-
pre-13.
This is pre-Groot, I think. Isn't Groot, like, right around here?
That sounds right.
And this is an old book, 10-cent cover.
So
So
that's
this
the Golden
one-
Age.
This is
Is
on
it?
that Golden Age line. Yeah.
Well, I guess it's a thin line because Fantastic Four #1 is a 10-center, but it's a Silver Age book.
Yeah, it's right on that cusp. But this is
It's
definitely
pre-hero. Pre-hero, though.
Do you want to actually know the date real quick on this? Because I'm kind of curious, too.
It's got to be 59, I would think. 58?
Ooh, I don't even know. It's not even on the front page.
That's how old it is.
That's how old it is. All right, so we got Tales to Astonish 6. And I'm going to rattle off Tales to Astonish. Tales to Astonish 38.
Mm-hmm.
Tales to Astonish 39. We're 12 cent now. Yeah. Tales to Astonish 41. Tales to Astonish 42. Tales to Astonish 46. 48. 50.
What up, Frank?
51. And 52.
So Tales to Astonish doesn't become hero until 39, right? No, that's Tales of Suspense. Tales to Astonish is what? Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
In like 27,
Yeah.
and then so Gary, how much do those books go for when you do like your live auctions?
These, honestly, I haven't gotten This is a
You got a
tough
price
one.
guide those, right?
Yeah, these I have to look up. There might be some keys in there. I kind of did this really quick together.
Nice.
I mean, I didn't. I'm gonna tell you right now, I didn't buy the collection for the books we just went through.
No, that's just kind of like I got to get this shit out of my basement, and these big keys are gonna help me out.
But yeah, it's some
Yeah.
old stuff that'll move. Though.
No, there is
Yeah.
people who want a full run of Tales
Right.
to Astonish,
Oh
like
yeah,
for sure.
absolutely, 100%.
Comic Tony said 1959 on that TOS 6. I think that's what I guessed.
Yeah. So
Cool,
then,
man. So those are cool. I mean, those are not shitty books you would throw away. That's money right there.
Yeah, that's money.
oh yeah, anything. I mean, anything
Right.
silver, anything
Yeah.
under issue, any of them. I always use this. Any of the main titles: Daredevil, X-Men, Amazing Spider-Man, Tales to Astonish, Tales of Suspense, all that stuff. Issues 100, Avengers, issues like 100 and down are easy money. People are putting
Yeah.
runs together, and those books aren't easy to come across.
Until they find out about Omnibus.
Right. All right, let's go.
What up, Rag?
All right, so a few of the bigger, not bigger books, but cooler books. Avengers #3.
Okay.
All right, this is not really a key. It just says like a classic fight with Hulk and Namor against the Avengers. But again, like keep running through your head. These were sitting on top of a dumpster. These were going to the dump. They were done.
No, those are good books.
It's crazy.
This is actually in pretty decent condition. This is Fantastic Four 16. Just a great Doom cover.
Early FF always does good.
Yep, especially right now.
Yeah.
And then this is the other Fantastic Four book that was in there because there was only the two. Actually, there was a random like 50 something that no big key. This is a great.
Yeah, but
book.
I think anything before like 76 or something, like when Jack Kirby during Jack Kirby's run is all good money.
Well, this was the best Fantastic Four book out of here. This was Fantastic Four 13.
The Watcher.
Yeah,
The Watcher.
first
What-
Watcher.
First Uatu. How do you say his
Uatu.
name? Uatu.
Uatu.
I always
Yeah.
wanted that book when I was collecting keys, and I never got around to getting it.
How come?
I don't know. Just
I bought this book before Guardians. I think was it Guardians 2. Somebody said that Stan Lee was the Watcher in that movie. So I grabbed one of these on a spec, broke even or made a little bit. You don't lose money on these things. Like
No,
these
that's a
Silver
good
Age
book.
keys- Silver Age keys, you're not going to lose on.
Yeah.
so. Chris Hafner asks us is Gary going to CGC all of the books before he auctions them, or sell them as is without grading?
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'll take. All right, so this is definitely going to CGC, right? The
Yeah, that
Watcher.
one. That's the only one that I've seen so far that would go.
That's the only one I would do so far.
All the
Yeah.
other ones you'll just sell them raw, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever they go for, $20, $30.
Yeah, and there's probably what we just went through, other than the Justice League 1, because I'm probably going to keep that. What do we got here? Maybe $500 to $700
Maybe. I
between
don't
what
know.
we just saw. So
It all
now
adds up. It all adds up. $50 here, $30
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
it does. So I've got 5 books left. Like when I tell you this was a smaller collection, it was. Now
Wait.
it's
You have 5 books left?
that's it of big books. 5.
Oh, okay. So, because you said originally you had like around 250, right?
Yeah, that's all on the side there. But I pulled out the bigger books I wanted to show.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
So there's 5 books left, and
See,
between
number 5.
Wait, yo, top 5 us.
top
Starting
5.
with 5. Starting with 5.
Start with
Number
5.
number
Now, before I
5.
get into this, I just want you to know. So starting from the FF13 through the rest is why I bought this collection.
Okay.
This is it. All right. So number 5 is ASM number 8.
Okay. Early ASM, huge.
That looks a beautiful cover too.
It is in really good condition for this. I'm gonna say this is ASM 8. We're not talking 4 comics, dentist grades, but this book is probably a 5 to a 6, which is fantastic.
What up, Chad 90?
Anything big in that book?
No.
This
No.
isn't a major key.
Human
now.
Torch? Just Human Torch shit?
Yeah.
Nah, because Human Torch was in
There's nothing-
ASM 1.
Yeah, there's nothing.
But I tell you, ASM 1 through first of all, 1 through 100, you're good money.
Right.
yeah.
But especially preteen, 1
1
through
through
10.
101.
Yeah, really 1 through 101, you're good. But 8 is good because everyone wants that early ASM run.
I feel like from 20 down is golden. Amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
No pun intended. All right, number 4.
Number 4.
Number
Number
4.
4. Let me put these in a different order because I don't want to do that one. All right, so number 4.
I love how we threw you in a fucking little loop when we top 5.
Yeah, now we really had to move them around. So number 4 is. Let's go with this one instead. All right, second graded book. Here we go. All right, is ASM 5.
Ooh.
In a 4.5. And here's the thing too about these books, which is really important. None of these were cleaned or pressed.
Right. Graded in 2002, you said?
04.
When did CGC start? 2001?
I'm not positive, but this guy is so like meticulous. He had the flyer from 2004 for CGC, and I wanted it, and he lost it between me looking at the collection for the first time and me picking it up.
He lost what?
The CGC flyer from 04. Like they showed the faces of the graders. They showed the grading process. Like you don't even see that anymore.
I don't think you could even get the names of them anymore.
That's because if they show the face of them, people will be coming after them and shit these days, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in this stuff, man. These people, they need to stay hidden. So this book is good. It's a 4.5. It says cream to off-white pages. If I sell this now as is, I'm pretty sure this is like a 750 on this one.
Wow. So that's actually the first time that Dr. Doom is out of the Fantastic Four run.
Yep.
His first crossover.
Yep. First time he's out. I mean, there's room. I would not be surprised if this book could come back a 5 or a 5.5 with a clean and a press, because you can see the waves in it. It's hard to tell, obviously, here, but there's room here, man. So that's number 4.
4. All right, on to number 3.
Number 3. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say all 5 of these getting sold, or any of these gonna be personal collection?
All sold.
All sold.
The only thing I think he's going to keep is that JLA 1.
And the GL, right?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, Justice League 1.
Yeah,
Green Lantern.
The
GL, yeah.
The Toma Ray is probably like somewhere between $50 and $75, maybe 100 and a little bit better grade. So I might as well keep it for that and just put it in the case. The JLA 1 is a hold till the Brave and the Bold shows up in a collection.
Yeah.
So Gary, in the chat, we're asking, are you gonna crack and press any of those, or what do you think?
I might do. You and I need to discuss that, but I think I'm going to do the 5. I might do if we talk and figure stuff out. I think the 5 might go back in.
So I think in this game, get it and sell it as quick as possible.
Because you take a gamble too by cracking and then you get a lower grade.
The time. So you got to think about how many months it's going to take to get the presser, to get it graded, to get it back. You made an investment that you want to see a return on right away.
Well, the ASM early ones, they don't have to worry about time too much. They don't lose value, but based on time.
But if you threw in X amount of dollars, you're going to want to recoup as quick as possible.
Point. Yeah.
So he could do that if he really wanted to maximize. But the way that when you buy these collections, if you sell them at fair market value, you're going to be good.
Oh yeah. I'm not buying stuff to hope I get better grades.
Right. That's like banking on. All right, I've overpaid, so it needs to come back of 8.0 if I crack and press.
So on this topic of CGC, and like you said, these books were graded back in 2004.
Yeah.
Is it something to consider and be a little worried about that the grading procedures might be different now?
Were they lenient back then? Were they stricter?
Like, have they learned more since then? Obviously, they have. So,
yeah.
I mean, they are scientists.
They are scientists.
They learned how to charge more. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think if it's obvious, right, and there's like a huge wrinkle, and the price difference in a grade point is like $1,000, it's like super worth it, you know. But
sorry, updating that.
Oh, you're
all right. Ready? Number 3.
Number 3.
Okay, number 3.
The top tray.
Number 3 is enough. The rest are all Amazing Spider-Man. So how's that? We're gonna stay with ASM.
Cool.
Well, that was a little bit of a
spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
All the guys who hate Spider-Man just left. Thanks, Gary.
I'm just kidding.
Guys have left the building. I haven't seen Darkseid Jedi or TiVo. Hey, real quick, shout out to Robert Galvin for the $5 super chat. Nice to see my favorite gentleman. How are you both tonight? I've been doing a lot of CGC. Hell of a lot of them. Yeah, it's addicting, man. Thank you, sir.
All right, you ready?
All right, Gary, what you got, brother? What's number 3?
ASM 6.
Ooh, I always like that one. First Lizard.
First Lizard. And
I love
again,
the Lizard.
dude, for all the people who got here late, these books were found on top of a dumpster. I know I keep repeating myself.
Not that Gary found him on top of a dumpster,
No,
but
not me.
yeah.
I wish.
That'd be a better story.
Yeah.
A cheaper story too, right?
Oh, yeah, I'd say.
So what do you think? What do you think the ASM 6 is graded at?
I'd probably say a 5, which is nice.
What's that like? That, but that's not more than the ASM 5 book.
Yeah, I think it is.
Because the ASM 5,
or
if it's a 7, they're close.
They're real.
Could that one help with the press or not?
Well, I think
Yeah, I would do this one myself. Let me look at this.
Yeah, he presses his own shit.
Yeah.
There is staining on the back, so that's going to hammer it.
So some staining, no matter how much you press out non-color breaking creases, some stainings you can't get more than a blue 3 or whatever. I forget what, I don't know the exact.
This one's going out. I mean, these raw keys are going to go out for sure.
To CGC, right?
Yeah. I won't be keeping them. Again, I do mostly DC, but the only Marvel stuff I do is Thor. That's the only stuff I keep. Journey into Mystery.
Hey, show that one again, though. People want to see that one again.
You want to see the screen?
Nobody said they wanted to see.
Let's see it again.
So here's the front, and it really presents well, which I always get pissed off when people say that. I'm like, all right, it presents great, but it's still a 4.0, you know. But it
does 4.0.
Yeah, it presents really, really well with really bright colors.
How are the staples is what we're getting asked.
Staples, no rust.
So rust is a killer. You can't get over a 3 with rust, right?
Damn.
I think you can. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Sometimes they miss it. I had, which this is funny because you actually were a little involved because this went through Instagram and you. I had an ASM 129. All right, came back 9.0 white pages, and the bottom staple was rusted, and they didn't catch it.
Oh, damn. They probably didn't catch that shit.
So what's the life hack on that? Just a little WD-40?
That's it. Yeah, just spray that on there and right in the dishwasher, and you're good. But here's the back. You can kind of see.
A little faded there, right?
Yeah. Well, the guy tells me, the guy who.
Well, that guy's a shitty artist anyway.
He told me they were sitting in the back of the garage, and there was a leak on the roof onto these books.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yep. All right, you ready for number 2?
We ready.
Let's do it.
This one will probably be going to CGC 2. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 3.
Damn, that's a killer
Doc
one right there.
Bro. Look at that.
ASM 3 has always been a super pricey book too, man.
Kind of a whack cover though, like he's like cool. He's in the shadows like that.
He's a silhouette of Doc Ock, but Spider-Man's proportions look a little funky.
Yeah, it does.
That's Ditko, Ditko was classic Ditko.
If this book, because I looked it up, if this book comes back a 2.5, and I think I'm a little hard on it. I think I'm a little harsh at a 2.5.
That's always safe to be.
Yeah, if this thing comes back to 2.5. I think it's like $950, $975 last sale.
Crazy, bro. A 2.5 running like basically a G.
It's a super pricey book, man.
These are,
and you know what? Like that's something like for collectors, obviously not so much maybe you, but like flippers, Doc Ock's coming. So like if you wait till the MCU does Doc Ock, that's a book to hold on to. That'll raise in prices.
Yeah, it'll go up, but I think that's also one of those books that's just going to always go up as it gets older.
It'll never hurt. Yeah,
one of his
top 2
got to be him and Goblin.
Top 2.
Yeah. I would say Doc Ock 1, Goblin 2, but it's like 1A, 1B maybe.
That's a tough one.
The thing is, the Goblin done killed motherfuckers.
Yeah, Goblin has so many like painful moments in his life, and Doc has also been like a little bit redeemable sometimes.
He married Aunt May.
Superior Spider-Man.
He's good. He's bad.
Yeah. So that one's going to CGC. The Lizard's going to CGC. The Watcher's going to CGC.
The Watch.
And what was that? ASM 8, right? I'm not sure what I'm going to do with ASM 8 yet. But out of this, the JLA 1 came back, that one was already graded. The ASM 5 was already graded. So they did the work for me, which was nice.
ASM 8 kind of just depends on what does it sell for slabbed? Is it worth as much raw?
That's kind of what I was thinking. It looks nice on the wall, too, at a show.
Right.
people like that 1 through 20, right? How many key ASM books are 1 through 20?
Right.
So,
Yo, what up? Otto, 3 Minute in the Basement.
What up? What up?
So before I go into the last book, so just think about these, because you guys have been involved with that first ASM collection. Just the last 4 collections, we've got what? A first Doc Ock, first Lizard. We have the ASM 5. Watcher.
Yeah, run us through that last collection, the key ones. Remind everyone what you got.
All right, so just the ASM collection came with 2 First Punishers, which is 129.
Right. Yeah.
2 Death of Gwen Stacy, 2 Death of Green Goblin, 2 Morbius, and the other big. There were some more like 1 through 100, but the biggest book was probably the 14.
So basically, every ASM key. First of all, we have all fucking 3 Lords of the Long Box in here at one time. Holy shit!
But yeah, that.
And we got my boy Russell.
And Who Dat Comics gave shout out to everyone but the Manimal Man. So I'm gonna be the only one who shouts you out. What up, Who Dat Comics?
And then we got K-Dog back in effect. All right, so now we're on the number 1 book. So those are all killer books.
Wait, set this up perfectly. Does this book outshine the last ASM collection as well?
Oh, of course. No,
it's got to be. So
I know what it is. I don't want to say
We just got 3. We just got 3. So it's got to be 2 or 1 or AF-15.
Well,
I mean, what could be better?
Because there was a lot of big books in that ASM collection, and there was like almost a full run from like 75 to what, 200? The first Black Cat was in there too. So I will make more money on the other collection based on quantity.
Right, yeah. And you had doubles on that other one too. You had a shit ton of doubles.
Yeah, and all that stuff went to CGC. So, I mean, I guess I'm investing even more. Like the first Green Goblin, that's already at CG. Actually, that's at Oppressor. But, the Punisher, the Morbius, all that, Gwen Stacy. There were 3 ASM 100s in there. 2 ASM 101s. So it's hard to gauge. I mean, they're both amazing. So there was, no pun intended. So I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what this last book is yet, but your last collection was great because you had the doubles. So it was a bigger collection. It looked like there was more keys in that last one, but you have some fire right now. So let's get to that number 1.
The number 1 book out of this collection was already graded, so it's the 3rd graded book out of the 3. Coincidentally, it's probably the most expensive. No probably about it. The most expensive book out of the 3 graded books, and it's ASM 1.
Damn.
2.5.
That's crazy, man.
So this is the first time I found this in the wild. Actually, it's the first time I've found a lot of these in the wild.
So let me ask you a personal question. Did you clinch up in the nether regions when you saw that?
I told you, man, when the dude at the comic shop sent me pictures of the Doc Ock and the ASM-1, I immediately called him and made it happen. Yeah, I mean, this was the reason I bought the collection.
I feel like Gary's the only one out here getting good-ass collections. Like, I feel like if I would have went to any Craigslist ad or whatever, it's all like
90s X-Men.
Brigade number 1 and fucking all these image titles. I have 100 copies of X-Men 1. Jim Lee.
I have a lot of those. I have a short box of X-Men 1s.
So you've been through all that.
$2
So damn, ASM 1, that's crazy, man. In a collection find.
2.5, right?
2.5.
2.5 light tan to off-white pages found on the top of a dumpster.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And well, found on top of a dumpster before graded, correct?
Before graded. They were raw.
So take a gander at it and give us what a press might do for it. What do you think?
I actually paid for the grader's notes on this book.
Yeah.
I had to. After I had left, what I did was on the low, I mean, I guess it wasn't low. I did it right there in front of her. Took a picture of the book, took a picture of the identification number, and then just went straight, while I was there, went to CGC's website, paid the $10 or whatever it was to get the notes. And it's got 2 rusty staples and a stain that goes through the entire book. But, man, it really does present well. It does look great. So, I don't.
Awesome.
Those were the notes. Rusty staples and stain through book. That was it. And it came back at 2.5. Now I've
So those notes are not giving you any pressing benefits. Like
Right.
those are all like you're fucked no matter what you do.
Yeah, that's basically what it's. I just paid $10 for the guy to say, "No, you're fucked."
Yeah.
No, but that's a good investment in and of itself, right there.
Yeah, because that
Yeah.
could have saved him time and money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to do it, and I might do it for the ASM 5 to see just how much it was. But again, like you're going back to 2004 when these things were graded, man. Like that was like Jem. Who are we talking to? John, in what's his name?
Comic Con?
Yeah, he was saying those were tough years. That the graders were real tough. Now this stain that goes through the whole book is not on the cover. It's on the back cover. So it doesn't go through the whole book because I don't see it on the front. It's right here. Can you guys see that with the glare?
Yeah. You can see
It's right here. But if you turn the book around right here, I see a rusty staple, but I don't see a stain coming through. I know it's kind of tough. Sorry.
That's what she said.
So I don't know. Would it get? I mean, the jump between a 2.5 and a 3.0 is like $1,500. So do you take that $1,500 risk? You know, it might be worth it. I don't know.
Well, the book will sell regardless.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, you just got. It depends on your situation. If you got your profit built in on just selling everything as is and get it back faster, sometimes faster is better than holding out longer and maybe it'll get a bump. Maybe it'll come back less.
That's the risk you run. That happened to Mango, man. He sent an AF-15 out. Sure as shit, it would come back higher or stay the same, and he dropped a half a grade.
Yo, how do you pay and wait to make your book lose value? That
Yeah.
sucks, man.
And he put Stan's signature on it, which I told him not to do that. This was back in the day. I said, don't do it. It's like a year or two.
So somebody in the chat said, send it to CBCS. They might be more lenient. They're usually more lenient on page quality. Here's my beef with that where I disagree. Let's say CBCS gives that book a 3.0. That 3.0 is going to sell less than the CGC 2.5. Every day, all day.
Yeah.
It's like 80% to 85% value.
The CBCS books sell for like 15 to 20% less than the same book in the same grade as CGC. It's just not worth it, in my opinion, if you're selling books. Now, if you want to grade it just for yourself, CBCS is a good company, unlike PGX. So, you know, I don't have a beef with CBCS. It's just that they don't keep the same value in the same grade.
Right. Yeah, if I was sending this back in, it would definitely go to CGC.
So let's give a little announcement.
Wait, before you do that, let me talk about this book for a sec. I think if it was me, I think it's worth the gamble to press.
The risk versus reward?
I do. I think with that book, it's relatively safe. I think, yeah, you might, let's say it goes to the lower grade. That sucks. But the fact that if it goes higher, I think you gain more money if you press it and it comes back higher than you lose if it drops. What's it really going to drop? 0.5?
Bruce said.
Yeah, but still that 0.5 up is $1,500 price jump. The 0.5 down, I didn't even look at. So I'm like, I didn't even want to. So you don't know
Well, so you should look at that. Check that out with the 0.5. Let's say if it comes back at 2, let's say you lose $500 on it or something. But if you go up a 0.5 and you gain $1,500, I don't know, man.
I don't know. We touched on this way back in the beginning. Remember we said 2004 GPA, what it was and everything?
Yeah.
It was $1,000 in 2004 and a 2.5.
God damn.
That's so when they had this book graded and it came back, this book was $1,000. So good thing the woman put it in the closet.
So 2004, when did Sam Raimi Spider-Man 1 come out? Around that time, 202?
Right around that time.
Yeah.
No, it was like 2001 because don't you remember they threw in the American flag at the end, kind of a last minute thing?
Oh yeah, like a 9/11 thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So number 2 though, that was probably a couple years later, right?
Yeah. You probably saw a big jump in ASM3 around that time.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to make an announcement because a lot of people are talking about auctions, right? So, Very Gary kills it on Instagram with live auctions, but he wants to come over to YouTube. So, I think he got his channel started. Go subscribe to Very Gary. What is it, anyway, your YouTube channel?
Just Very Gary Comics.
Yeah.
Very Gary Comics. I said, do that, but why don't we do this? We had a very successful run of auctions, but we kind of ran out of books.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Gary, why don't we do a couple auctions on my channel where you're selling your books? We'll help you out with, whatever, keeping track of the chat, the payments, whatever. And we'll do that and then help you build your channel up, and then you can start doing it on your own. But it's kind of a win-win because it gives our guys content. It gives us something to do. You know, maybe we'll throw in some of our own shit here and there or whatever. So, Gary, you're still interested in that, you said, right?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I was thinking, too, on my side of things, this if I find collections like this, right, I'm going to come to you and say, hey, you want to do something. But when I find some of those mid-tier or even upper tier, this is like elite tier. But when I find, what I was thinking about doing on my channel, and tell me what you guys think about this, because I haven't really run this by anyone. If I go through collections live or make a video, pull out the key issues, right? Talk about the key issues, send them off to CGC. Then they come back, we do an unboxing on the same books that we found in collections. It's almost like people can watch the progress of these books, and then we end up on your channel raffling them off.
You could even really add a lot of content and contribute to your channel with pressing your own books and kind of even showing your process, because that's like a trade secret that no one gives up.
We've seen a lot of people already in the chat asking who presses, how do you press, da 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 da.
Right. People don't give those secrets up, but I feel like Gary doesn't give a fuck because he doesn't do it for money. He just does it for his own books.
Yeah, I don't do anybody's books. I just do my own.
It's not worth it. $10 for somebody's $5,000 book that you could maybe bump them up $3,000 or some stupid number. Like, it's not worth it, the amount of money that they make off pressing.
Right. So what we kind of saw in the auctions, just to give you a little idea in terms of like the higher end books, and this wasn't even a high book. We had a little trouble with that NYX3 at an 8.5. Like that was a little too high for an auction book.
Yeah, but we got the big books. We'll take care of that on IG.
Yeah.
But I mean, like his $20 to $50 books.
Those that short box of X-Men 1?
Done.
Yeah.
No, but you can mix it up. But people like slabs too, but like maybe $100, $200
Yeah,
slab.
the middle slab. That's what I'm saying. Like keep your slabs around the 100 price is perfect.
Don't worry, we got plans for that ASM one already.
Yeah.
If Shanika's not getting pressed, we're gonna just run it
robbery
on the IG jizzle.
Oh, sorry, I mean burglar.
Yo, damn,
whenever you're ready, actually.
Yeah, I'll hit you up. I'm getting there. Thank you for sharing the collection with us. That's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah,
you know what? It would be hard for me because that ASM 1, I would keep that in that grade. At 2.5, yo.
Just have the book for well, yeah, not for free, I guess.
It looks great. It doesn't look like a 2.5. I have a 2.5 Journey into Mystery 83. And when you put these two books next to each other, there's no comparison. And that's why, I ran it through my head. Is it worth sending it in? Because I see what a recent graded 2.5 looks like. And they're not close, man.
Yeah.
So, or we just run it.
Yeah. So, I'm excited to do some auctions with you. Our auctions had the most live participation out of anything.
I'm excited to be part of an auction where I don't have to work. I can just get drunk like Jeff.
That's like me at every auction.
What the fuck, man?
There's probably some stuff. Actually, I have a CGC box right here I didn't even open that there's something in there that would probably work great. I have the first appearance of Darkseid in like a 6.0 or something.
Jimmy Olsen or Forever People?
Jimmy Olsen.
That's the good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, it's, you're talking about what, a couple $100? Mm-hmm. I mean, they were moving, I'll tell you, TiVo was moving. They were moving some big books over there.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, we move big books on IG too. Don't worry. We do all right. Anyway, so I think that's about it. So I guess the whole theme of this was not how do you make a whole bunch of money. The whole theme, in my opinion, was there are still finds out in the wild.
Yeah.
For Gary.
For Gary.
For Gary.
And only Gary.
Somehow Gary gets them.
And we'll take those finds and share them with you.
The people.
Yeah, the big stuff like this is definitely worth getting in touch with you. The mid-tier stuff, I think it'll be fun. I think it would be fun to watch a book found in a collection. I'd clean it, press it, send it off to CGC, do the unboxing. Yeah, I mean, you watch it. You watch the progress of a book found in somebody's basement. It's kind of cool.
TiVo's trying to hit us with the Suge Knight right now. If you want to be a star and don't want to have the head YouTube guy all in the videos, come over to Gem Mint Collectibles. Hey, so check it out.
It just isn't working.
I think it would have worked now. It was my end that was messed up.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready to wrap this up. It's hot as hell up in here. Are you hot?
No.
Hot as shit.
Actually, you know what, TiVo? Don't go to TiVo's channel because this dude been trolling with mad ginger hate. For someone who's like super left and super Cali, this guy is
anti-ginger,
fucking racist, bro.
Against gingers.
Yeah, man.
Are gingers a race though?
Might as well be. We're an extinct species almost.
We're a dying breed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's ginger too.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
He won't even allow gingers on his channel. It's like segregation over there.
Yeah, well, that's how those Dems roll. Those hardcore Dems.
Yo, damn! I feel like I'm red in the face. Is that me or what?
Yo, I have this right here. Hold on. Let's just make sure these guys over there know. It's right here. It's just not.
Courtesy of Jammin Collectibles. Nah, I didn't. He bought it himself.
We got it.
I should have had stock in Blue Yeti. I had Dennis buy one. Gary bought one. I think
stock in Blue
Tom,
Moon.
That too. All right, so let's wrap this shit up, bro. Thank you for coming through and sharing the find.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, you know, if things go well, we find some more, right?
Yeah.
Yo, his auctions though, he's humble. His books are dope. It's like Hulk 340s, fucking like it's like minor keys every fucking book.
I like to tune in on your IG just to watch. I ain't planning on buying shit, but I it's fun to watch it.
Yeah, I jump in there.
Yeah.
He sees me, I'll be jumping in.
Yeah, it's fun. There's a lot of good guys in there just communicating. There's dudes kind of telling people, you know, because I'm not necessarily looking at the screen a lot. I'm doing things. So like when questions come across, there's been dudes in there that have been there for so long now. They'll answer the questions. I don't even have to look, which is great.
Yeah, TiVo is right. He did tell me to buy the Yeti, so it did start there. All right, so damn, yo, everybody hit the like on the way out so we hop on that YouTube algorithm. We had a good turnout tonight, man, for a Thursday night.
Yo, and also subscribe right now to the Very Gary on YouTube, which
Thanks.
we'll be getting to.
And make sure you subscribe to this channel and be on the lookout tomorrow early for that Avengers 4 trailer reaction and breakdown.
I'm sleeping over tonight. We're waking up dead ass early.
Sleeping in the Gempire. We're not going to sleep. Let's just stay up all night.
Just head to foot, right?
Yeah, but we'll be back to back. No, front to back. No.
But our crotches will be in the same.
All right, yo, we out of here. Y'all stay minty. Peace.